Hi guys, what we got here is an update on our Tetra 105. Now it may look extremely dirty in there. As you can see, there's diatoms, there's algae, there's all sorts of nasties in there you wouldn't want in the display tank. Okay, especially look at the heater, it's terrible. You see all that? That's normal for a cycle. Okay, this is why I prefer to do a fishless cycle by adding ammonia. 53 bees going mad. That was little, by the way. Look at the lotus. The lotus is really doing well. Now this is completely normal. I tested the water this morning. In actual fact, we could put fish in there today, but I'm not going to. The reason for this is I want to give it a good tidy up now. But this is quite normal. All this yucky stuff is 100% normal. It means the fish is it means the tank is cycling, and it's actually a positive. When these plants start getting really into it, they're going to suck up all the nutrients that this one, what all the algae needs. So that's going to be a positive. I am skimming the water at the moment, so you'll have to. It keeps vibrating every now and again. The filter is going to need a service, purely as you can see it sucked up so much stuff in there that I will be doing that today. I just wanted to update you guys on what's happening. Now people do worry when they get all the, when you get algae blooms, when it all goes misty and that. Just leave it alone, just keep doing your water changes. You need to get into the water changes. Once you've done the water changes, you get them down. I have been using Cycle in here, and I must admit I'm very happy with that. It's really gone well. Everything is working. Now this is not degrading as it should, which kind of means that there is something not hunky-dory with the tank, so I'm going to look into that. But all this diatoms, all this brown stuff, completely natural, completely normal for it to happen. There's a pile of peat at the back there, that's that. And I do believe there was one snail in here, but I think that was my fault rather than 2K Aqua, who supplied 90% of the plants in here. I have been told that 53 bees worth doing, so I thought, you know what, I'll try what other people say for a change instead of being sort of quite arrogant in what I'm going to put in here. So this was very, very your design. People coming up and telling me what the algae I'll pull off in a minute anyway. As to the fish, we are looking of putting the live bearers from the other tank in here, which means we're going to get some super updates for the bigger tank. Remember, this is 105 litres, that's 240 litres, so I'd rather get the live bearers in here. But with the live bearers, I'm going to put something that's going to help keep the community into a manageable, just sort of. So I'm going to probably put something in there which is a hard water predator fish, something smallish though. So we're going to have a look into what we can do with that. I'm kind of thinking once I get the chemistry and the biology completely correct, I'm going to probably get some snails in here. Nearite snails will help with this. Probably get some Otto fish in here, which are pretty mundane fish, but they do a very good job of doing that. I'm looking at probably some loaches maybe, just to help out. Nothing big. We're going to keep this sort of a nano size. The space next to this is going to be for another flex, which is what I'm going to do. I've actually turned off all the filtration in the flex, apart from a sponge filter, just to help with the shrimp that's in there. That's going to be moved over. I will be doing a better tank. Everyone's been saying, why don't I do better? Well, I will be doing that, but that's going to be for a different time. I must get this one sorted first. It's best not to rush stuff, guys. You need to be patient. From start to finish, from start to finish, you're looking at a month minimum. That's minimum. Once all the plants in here are starting to establish, now I've got some melt going on with the sword, so I've got some new root tabs going in there by a company called TNC, which I believe stands for the Nutrient Company, by the way. I will be using them to get that working again, and I'm going to see what happens. The first thing I'm going to put in here are snails. That will help to clean up the tank, maybe get some ottos in there, but I want to make sure the snails are okay in there first. Now the thing is with nearite snails is they do not breed, so whatever you put in here will be your colony. But it's looking good. The actual water quality, when I checked it this morning, there was trace elements of ammonia. Now don't forget I dose with ammonia, and most kits when they come back with a result also have ammonium in them, which is not toxic at all. So but they obviously they have to test for that. So the nitrite was 0 and the nitrate was at 40 parts per million. Now my tap water's that, so I am using an RO system at the moment, which I am remineralising just to get this tank where it should be. And as you can see, once all this brown stuff dies off, die times are normal. As you can see there, something has been moving around in that sand, which kind of makes me think that there is a bigger snail in there somewhere, because you can actually follow the track of it where it's gone up here, gone through there, but we shall see. The Anubias died off, so I've got another Anubias coming as well. Again, I believe that's probably my fault, to be fair. The Anubias needs to be attached to something. I did attach it to the plastic plants because I wanted it to look normal, but we'll see about that. Anyway, as you can see, everything's going according to plan. Remember, if you have this in your tank, do not worry. I'm going to show you everything you need to know on how to get rid of all this stuff using natural stuff. The first thing I'm going to get is, by the way, it will be some Seachem Flourish XL. That's one thing I will say get, and that's going to be treated to the tank before we get fish or any other snails or anything in there. But if you wanted to do this a natural way, this is the way to do it. So guys, take care. It's now, I think, day 18, and as you can see, it looks terrible. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can clean it off, you can leave it. This biomatter, when it breaks down, will give you a source of ammonia, so you won't need to dose the tank with ammonia anymore. Or never try and put fish food. People tell me a dead shrimp and all that. Don't put that in there, because that does actually spoil the quality of the water. Having said that, if you're doing sort of 90% water changes, that's fine. With me, I do 50% on all my tanks regardless, so this is the way forward. The Aqua Sky is doing a fantastic job of keeping these plants. I mean, if you look at the other videos, you'll see that the Lotus plant, which is that big red leaf there, didn't have anything. It was just not going it. The Corallis is not doing very well at the moment. All the others are doing where I expected it. The 50, I think it's called a 53B or B53 or whatever. It's got a little bit more bushy to it. There is flow in this tank, you can see from the leaves, but I don't know if that's caused by that. But anyway, that's the update so far. Oh, on that note, I will be trying out some new bacteria that I bought, which is done by Maidenhead Aquatics. It really smells bad. I'm not going to open the bottle today because I've got a cold and it really makes me feel ill. So, but the stuff is great. If anyone's got any suggestions to what they may see in here, I'm going to do that Anubias. The big leaf Anubias will be coming. I've ordered it. For some reason it's taking a while to come. But this is how your tank will look after 18 days, you know, if you're doing it right. I will say one thing. Biohome Gravel, which is done by the Pond Guru, it is a fantastic media, and I believe that's why the cycle is completed. It's the only thing that I can. I mean, I do the same things. The only thing that I've changed with this was the Biohome Gravel in 2 of those. But I will be giving that service today. So it's very easy to service, guys. Listen, with your biomedia, which is, I use ceramic beads, blah blah blah. Don't use plastic. All you need to do is, when you take the water out of here, just give it a sloosh in the water. Yeah, the sponge you can do. I use dechlorinated water. Just do the sponge, I don't use tap water. Because obviously it's got stuff in there that's gonna, and you can see that needs a good clean. I will be moving some of that around as well, because it's not actually doing the job that I wanted it to do, but we'll see about that. Anyway guys, you have a good one and take care. Speak soon. Ta.